What's up, patrons? Of course, I want to say thank you so much for being a patron and for checking out my content and enjoying it or wanting to support it this much that you're here to watch this video. We're going to be checking out Mamamoo's song. It's 5 minutes and 32 seconds long. I don't know if that's just a video or the whole song is that long, but I'm going to be breaking it down from a music production perspective, and I am going to really try to not yell at the camera just because I'm hearing loudness in my headphones. You know, I'm like, so what's going on here? Is that I'm gonna try very hard not to do that. It's hard though. But let's check it out. Let's break this down from a music production perspective. Let's do it. Nice clean electric guitar here. Nice snare fill there. Okay. Yeah, I love this. I love this. This has kind of the it's weird. I want to say blues influence, but it's not really blues. But the only reason I say that is because you know how like blues songs, like a typical blues song has boom, boom, boom. Every time there's that, that's a guitar hitting the snare at the same time. But instead, for this one, they're having a piano hit on the snare. Every time the snare hits, there's a little piano stab on there. I always love that type of style. And then, you know, the guitars, like I mentioned, and just an electric bass that's playing in the background. It's all sounds like real instruments, like they really had real instrumentalists. They all had real like musicians come in and play these instruments for this beat. So that's cool. Nice little harmonies there. Ooh, that's nice. Reverb on the vocals, and it led into this beautiful strum here. Ooh, halftime. But they faked you. They were like, oh, it's gonna be halftime now. Okay. Boom, and then it goes right back into it. So they're playing with you. They're playing with your emotions a little bit. Now they're mixing in that acoustic guitar in the background a little bit here, but what I thought was interesting, I don't know, these harmonies sound weird. They almost sound like lazy a little bit. They don't sound like perfectly tight with the other vocals. Sometimes they're supposed to line up perfectly, but they sound like a little bit lazily sung a little bit. Still in tune, still nice tonality and everything like that, but they just sound like loose. I don't know how to explain it. That could be an artistic decision, but it could, honestly, like, this could have been done at like 4 in the morning or something. And they could have been just trying to get out of the studio and then just had to lay down the harmonies and had to get it done any other way and didn't have time to perfection it or make it perfect. That could be an engineering thing too. It could be the audio engineer of the song didn't put enough compression on the vocals to like really make them sound tight, or he didn't like trim the edges of them so the vocals are like running off a little bit as opposed to the main vocals. Hard to explain a little bit, but hopefully that makes some kind of sense. Basically the harmonies, if I sing and I want to harmonize with it, I have to go so that way they're both exactly the same. But this sounds like they went like and then the harmony is you know what I mean? You're gonna hear that tail end of the harmony. That's the best way to explain it. I'm proud of myself for how I just explained it there. That was pretty good. Nice tambourines too. I love that drum there. Ooh, beautiful drum pattern there. But they went halftime again for a few bars, a few measures, I should say. I like these harmony. I'm sorry. I like the melody that they're singing with. Like, like that's nice, and I like how they. And it's funny. They were singing a long note there. Like it was kind of like a very simple legato-based melody, and I was like, oh, these notes are kind of long. But then it led into this pre-hook right here with the nice clean guitars and everything. So it was a lead-in. So that's all that was. I was like, oh, you can't really carry that melody through a song, but they pulled it off because it was for lead-in purposes, transition purposes, to transition you to the next part of the song. Ooh, beautiful bend on that bass. It's interesting, man. This is not typical K-pop sound, you know? Sounds like a Michael Bublé type production or something, you know? Filtered vocal there with a telephonic effect. There's kind of a light telephonic effect there. Sounding like you're on the phone a little bit, but that sounds like HD phone. Meaning they just left in more frequencies than usual for the telephonic effect, basically. Very clean, very beautiful sounding. Really tight trumpets right here. Or I don't think they're trumpets. It's some kind of brass instrument. I don't even know what exactly. But alright, well there's the trumpet. Could be a combination. I think it's a combination of a trombone and trumpet together. The low notes are typically the trombone, and the higher notes, that's how I knew it was the trumpet, is the trumpet. Now they put the telephonic effect on the guitar, and they have some vinyl crack sound in the background. And the pitch down at the end there. Is that it? So nothing really changed instrumentally at the end there. Just had to make sure I wasn't missing anything. That's too long of a pause, okay? That's too long of a pause. I would have thought the song was over, the video was over. But yeah. I like that. I like the real instrumentation that was used in that song. It was a breath of fresh air. You know, we get so used to hearing all these synthesizers all the time and all these electronically processed sounds all the time. This is just the good stuff, you know what I mean? The natural stuff, and I like it. It was a feel-good song. It sounds good. It sounds like it should be in like the happy part of the movie where the guy and the girl finally get together after arguing in the first part of the movie, and you're like, oh, they're never gonna get along, and then all of a sudden they fall in love in the middle of the movie. There's a song that plays while they're walking in the park and stuff like that. Am I right? I think I'm right. All right, well, hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, thank you so much for being patrons. It means a lot. Like I always say, I'm gonna just try to keep putting out these videos consistently, or more consistently, I should say. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you guys so much. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know what your requests are. I'm going in order of how I receive them. At least I'm trying to. All right. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.